Hi, this is Jody from the Midwestern part of the United States. Today I want to talk about dictatorships and the overthrow of democracies. A little over a year ago, the country of Myanmar over in Asia um, held their elections, and the military decided that since their candidates were voted out, that it was a rigged or stolen election, something we hear about quite a bit here in the United States in the last 2 years. Well, they took the legally elected president, imprisoned her, and instituted martial law. This is a kind of takeover that isn't by people's choice. Now, as I've said, I'm pretty well carbon dated to the 1960s, so I've seen quite a bit. And in the late 1980s, early 90s, the Soviet Union pretty much fell apart. People wanted freedom and democracy. And so we sit here now, somehow, having the people elect a former KGB agent to be their president who has assumed dictatorial powers. Vladimir Putin is basically trying to reinstitute the Soviet Union by invading smaller countries and making them part of his new empire. Why someone in the Soviet Union would have voted for this guy, I have no idea. Why they would have allowed this after years and years of communist dictatorship, that they would allow their freedoms be taken away, or actually just giving them up. But there's several other countries that over the years seem to have fallen into this way. Something I've been following over in the Philippines, 35, 36 years ago, you did have a dictator, Ferdinand Marcos. And basically, when he allowed there to be a democratic election for a new president, of course, he lost, declared victory, and promptly it caused a revolution which ousted him. That's how we got Corazon Aquino as your first real democratically elected president. And now here in 2022, I'm watching as the presidential elections in the Philippines are going on. And suddenly the name Ferdinand Marcos is on the ballot to be president. This being Ferdinand Marcos Jr. I'm not quite sure this is exactly the way that people really want to go, even though he seems to be overwhelmingly leading in the polls. I'm not quite sure if this wouldn't be heading in the direction that Russia took by electing Putin, who took a democratic nation and semi-democratic nation, I guess, and somehow turned into another dictatorship. In a future video, I will be discussing what issues that went on with the Marcos regime back in the 70s and 80s. But I hope, hope you'll stay tuned. Thanks.